Hello there. Thanks so much for joining me today. We are going to get these backs sizzling for summer. We're going to start in a seated position. If you'd like to grab a block to sit up on, you can go ahead and grab that now. And whenever you're ready, we're just going to go ahead and meet in a nice comfortable seat. We're going to start by warming up our spines here. So once you get here, just bring your hands to your knees. Roll those shoulder blades down the back body. And imagine the crown of the head is being pulled up by an imaginary string here to lengthen through the spine. You can close the eyes down here for just a moment, finding a little bit of grounding here, feeling the earth beneath you, knowing that it has your back. Maybe you're using this time reflecting on how you feel. And just slowly connecting with the breath. And one more round of breath. If you have your eyes closed, you can open them up. Inhale brings those arms up and overhead. And exhale will float them right back down to the mat. We'll do this 3 times. Inhale up. And exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, lifts them. And exhale brings them down. Beautiful. Left hand's down, right hand sweeps up and overhead. Reaching over towards the left side, maybe coming down on that forearm on the left arm. Keeping the chest lifted here, gaze is up. We'll take one more round of breath. Next inhale comes up. Right hand's going to plant, left hand sweeps up and overhead. Maybe coming down to that right forearm. Chest is still lifted, gaze is still up. One more full round of breath. And inhale brings us back up. Hands come back to the knees. Inhale lifts that chest up, gaze goes up. Exhale, we round through the spine, little cat action here. Inhale lifts the chest. Exhale rounds that spine. Inhale lift. Exhale round. One more time. Inhale lift. Exhale round. Beautiful. Taking this left hand to this right knee. Taking the right hand behind us. Using the inhales to lengthen. And the exhales to allow you to go just a bit deeper into your twist. We'll take one more cycle of breath here. Slowly unravel. Right hand comes to left knee. Left hand behind us. Same things, using that inhale to lengthen through the spine and the exhale to allow us to go a little deeper. One more full round of breath. And slowly unraveling back to center. One more times with those arms up. Actively reaching, take your gaze up. And slowly release them back to the mat. We're coming around to our all fours position. Once you get here, we're going to engage that core here. So thinking of that belly button zipping up to the spine. Nice engagement here. We're going to go ahead and send that left leg back. And reach that right arm forward, bird dog, and we're just going to hold here. So coming back to that breath, finding that connection, using that core and the low back here to maintain balance. And slowly release. Right leg kicks back and left arm reaches forward. Same engagement. Connecting back to the breath. And slowly we release. Walk the hands slightly forward and go ahead and lower down the chest. Hands are at the outside edges of the mat, maybe coming into the tinted fingers, spider fingers. Inhale, we'll lift. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, we lift. And exhale, we fold. Inhale, we lift. Maybe this time we straighten through those arms, coming in for a nice little seal pose, only if it feels good. And release. This time we're going to come up, no hands, cobra. Just seeing how far we can lift. And exhale, we fold. One more time. Inhale, we lift, no hands. And fold. Beautiful. Go ahead and bring your hands in front. Kind of like Sphinx, but we don't have those elbows tucked in. We just have this nice triangle here, but we're not putting our head down unless it feels good. If it feels good, you can. But we're just going to lift through the legs here. So right leg lifts. Breathe. Release. Left leg lifts. And we breathe. Release. Right leg. Release. Left leg. Release. Right leg. Release. Left leg. And now maybe putting that forehead in that triangle. Shake the hips left to right. And now maybe try to lift both the legs. Forehead down or up, doesn't matter. Coming back to the breath. And slowly release. If you want to try for full locust, we're going to send the right arm and the left arm out long. You could also take airplane arms if that feels better for you. We'll take a round of breath. Next inhale lifts legs and arms. Breathing here. You got this. We're going to take one more round of breath. Beautiful. Bring the hands back under the shoulders. Push back into our child's pose. Active, so hands are reaching forward. Forehead kisses the mat. Just taking a few rounds of breath here. I'll take one more full round of breath. Slowly peel up. So we're in our all fours position. We're going to tuck our toes. Walk the hands slightly forward and come into a plank. If you need to have the knees on the mat, please go ahead and just lower the knees down. If you want to rock forwards and backwards, side to side, choice is yours. We just got another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk your feet towards your hands, coming in for our forward fold. You can ragdoll. You can grab your ankles and pull. You can put your hands under your feet. Choice is yours here. I'm just going to find ragdoll. Nice little sway, left or right. And of course, we're taking that big bend in the knees here because we're trying to get into the back, not the hamstrings here. Connecting with the breath. We'll take one more round of breath here. Next inhale brings us up, half lift, lengthen through that spine. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, we're going to peel up to standing. Roll the shoulder blades back. And back into our fold. And we're going to do this a few times. So peeling up to standing. If you want, you can take your arms up overhead. And then swan dive it back down. Inhale brings us up. And the exhale floats us down. One more time. Inhale peels us up. Exhale takes us down. Very nice. We're going to plant these hands. We're going to step back, downward facing dog. First down dog. Go ahead and pedal those feet. Feeling into the legs here, pushing equally through both of the shoulders. Beautiful. Next inhale takes that right leg up. 3-leg dog. We're going to roll it forward and step it in between the hands. Pivot on that back foot. And we'll windmill these arms open. Coming in for warrior 2. Gazes towards that right middle finger. Straighten through that right leg. Send those arms forward and oscillate here, coming into triangle. This time we are not taking this hand down to the floor. We want it to be very loose here because we want to work through these obliques in the back. So breathing, using the breath. We'll take one more round. We'll pivot on this right foot to come into a wide-legged forward fold. Taking a few rounds of breath here. We're slowly going to peel up. Standing. Arms up and overhead. Nice little wideness here. We're going to take alternate toe taps. We're going to take right hand, left foot, come back up here. Left hand, right foot. And let's go for 1, up. 2, up. 3, up. 4, up. 5, up. 6, up. 7, up. 8, up. 9, up. And 10, back up. Whew. Go ahead and pivot on that left foot. Coming in for triangle on this side. So shift that right hip back and oscillate over. Remembering not to put any pressure into this left hand. You should be able to move it wherever it is because you're using your obliques and your back muscles to hold you up here. We'll take one more breath. And come up into our warrior two. Gazes towards that left middle finger. One side's always going to be more difficult. An active triangle is not exactly easy, and that's okay. Beautiful. Windmill these arms to frame this foot. Step back plank. Just hold this plank for a few seconds. And then we're going to take chaturanga. So we're going to shift forward, hug the elbows into the ribs, and then push up, upward dog. And let's just breathe here for just a second. Feeling into that low back. Beautiful job, my friend. Push back. Downward facing dog. Big bend in the knees here to get into the back and the shoulders. Push forward. We're going to lower all the way down to our bellies. And let's take those cobras. Hands to the outer edges of the mat. And how we lift. And fold. Inhale, lift. And fold. Maybe try the no hands. So inhale, lift. And fold. Beautiful. We're going to do bow pose, and we're going to try it half and half, and then we'll try for the full bow. So we're going to start with the right side. So you can send the left arm out long, or you can have it to your side, whatever feels better for you. Bending through that right foot, reaching around with that right hand. And when it feels good, lifting up. Breathing. And slowly release. Right arm goes out long. Left arm reaches around for that foot. And on your next inhale, we lift up. Coming back to that breath. One more round. Slowly we release. If you want to try for full bow, we're going to bend both of those knees, reaching around for the feet. And when it feels good, we kick into those feet to lift us up, making sure the knees are pulling towards each other. We'll take one more full round of breath. Slowly release. And we're going to roll over onto our backs. We're going to go ahead and send that left leg long. We're going to send the right leg up. If you can interlace your hands behind your thigh muscle. And we're going to point and flex through that foot. So we're going to start with point and then flex, point, flex, point, and flex. Now maybe trying to pull it, just a nice little pulse towards your back, towards your belly, towards your face. Just some pumps here. Now let's take it out to the right side. Left hand can come to that left hip to make sure that it stays put and down. And let's point, flex, point, flex, point, and flex. Beautiful. Maybe taking those pulses here, pulling on that leg. And we're going to take this leg all the way across. If you want to bend it like supine, be my guest. Otherwise, we're going to try to straighten it, maybe grabbing it with that left hand. Right hand goes out long. You want both of your shoulders on the mat here. And we're breathing. You could take this a step further by bending that left knee and reaching that right hand to grab that left foot. Beautiful deep twist. Coming back to the breath. Beautiful job. Slowly bending through that right leg to come back around onto our backs here. So now the right leg's going to go out long. Should feel nice. Left goes up. Catch that leg. And let's point and flex. Point, flex. Point and flex. And now let's try to take some little pulses here by pulling that leg towards your body. Beautiful. Maybe opening that leg out towards the left, right hand to that right hip to make sure it's staying planted. And let's point the foot and flex it. Point it, flex it. Point it, flex it. Beautiful. Now take those pulses here. Seeing how that feels. Probably not as exaggerant. Nonetheless, we're doing the work of trying to get that flexibility, that mobility. We're going to take this leg now all the way across, same as the other side. So we're on that outer right hip. Maybe catching that extended leg with that right hand. Left arm is out long. Coming back to your breath. Could take it a step deeper by bending that right leg and reaching that hand to grab it. Just an option if you want to go really deep. This is already quite deep, but you never know. All of us are made differently, and that's the best part. We all have to have that inner intuition of knowing what is good for our bodies and what says no. We'll take one more round of breath here. When we'll slowly come back around, we're going to hug these knees into the chest. Maybe giving those knees a kiss before we come all the way down for our Shavasana, sending those legs out long, tucking those shoulder blades, allowing the palms to face up. Taking just a moment here, honoring the work that you've done, allowing all that energy to seep into those beautiful cells that are so happy and vibrating right now. Thinking positive thoughts, maybe offering up a bit of gratitude here. Slowly beginning to deepen the breath. We're going to hug those knees back into the chest. And we're going to rock up to a seated position. Maybe taking a couple rocks, massaging through that back. We did such wonderful work. A little back massage might feel just right. Go ahead and bring your hands to heart center. We'll all bow together. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this. As always, I appreciate you more than my words could ever express. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought about this flow. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I look forward to seeing you back on the mat tomorrow.